it's good.
It's okay. We can talk to ourselves. I don't know.
That's right. We do it a lot.
Haven't been live in like a year anyway, so.
I know. We've probably forgotten how to do this.
I know.
I'm Bob. And that's Fred. And we're here to talk about food. Right?
Something like that. I mean, realistically, every time we had like a magical makeup, we did do food too.
Sam's in the bedroom drawing.
Drawing? What's he drawing?
He's drawing. When the art appraisers at the art gallery on the ship say that you're an artist, you're an artist. What are you drawing? Are you working on your faces again? Yeah. He's working on drawing faces.
Drawing faces. Okay.
So it's been, Christy and I were talking backstage. It's been like almost a year since we've done a magical makeup.
Yeah.
And I'm in my pajamas with no makeup on.
I am in my pajama pants with.
She does have a top on.
It's pink.
If you haven't been around or you haven't watched one of Christy's live streams doing makeup, she does makeup all down through here, and she has her shirt rolled down so that she doesn't get makeup on it, but it looks like she's on screen completely snarkers.
Well, tomorrow I'll have a dress on, and I'll put paper towels around it because it's a gold dress.
Tomorrow we are going to be live streaming twice.
Yep. Our first look will be Medusa. I ordered...
And it will be Christy and I.
A Medusa headpiece specifically for it. I don't know what the second look will be yet. I haven't said it.
And the second look, we will have Caitlin from Caitlin Christine on as well. But she is in the Pacific time zone. So, like, anything prior to 1 p.m. for her is going to be early.
I know. She said 1 p.m. I was like, that's not an early stream.
But for her, it is. That's 3 o'clock for us.
Yeah. So,
like, even if we went live, the first one at 9, that's 7 a.m.
Yeah. I would not expect her to get up at that time.
I'm not sure we're going to be awake at 9 a.m., but.
Okay. So.
You have 2 kids, so I mean.
I'm doing a Barbie look.
Okay. So Christy and I were chatting backstage. I just got back from a cruise yesterday. Sam and I went on a cruise for vacation this year. If you follow our channel, Sam and I's channel, you will know that Sam had a stroke back in May and changed jobs. He now works for the school like I do. So it's been kind of an interesting second part of the year for us. So
I actually didn't know that he changed jobs.
Mm-hmm. He now works as a para at Oasis. He started out at the middle school, but the middle school was overstaffed. So Oasis, which was the best way to explain it, would be like military reform school that's run by the school district. It's very, very set scheduling. Very strict. The children have very high behaviors. But that's where Sam actually had originally applied for. But they put him at the middle school, and we're still not 100% sure why. But he will be working there starting, and he actually goes back Wednesday. He wasn't supposed to go back until Thursday, the same day I did. But one of the teachers had their baby a month early on Christmas Day. So Sam will be going in early to kind of help get everything ready to go back to school. So, hey, he gets an extra day of pay.
So for the color down here, this is going to be my vest where I just drew some pink lines.
Okay.
And I'm doing like a zombie look or a skeletal look. So I'll have skeletals half of it and then regular the other half. This is going to be my regular half. But because if you watched the Barbie movie?
I have not.
Okay. I watched it recently. So I think I will split it. I think I'll do some little curves.
I finally get to break out my new journal first, my 2024 journal. It's a Thomas Kincaid cover with Maleficent on the front.
So she wears a pink bandana around her neck.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of do half of my neck that way. And I'm just drawing the outline right now.
So each, it's like it's got a mood and habit tracker in it. And I already kind of have thought out like what I wanted it gives you a spot for 8 goals, and this is just a personal thing. I think the more goals that you have, the harder it is to keep each one. And maybe like as the year goes forward, like I might add like an extra one in there. But getting back onto my Weight Watchers, because I have gained some weight back from stress and whatnot. So might get my blue dot. Put in a 30-minute workout, and that actually I will end up doing after school. I get out of school at 3:15, but Sam doesn't get out until at least 3:30. And what is it? Wednesdays you don't get out until 4?
Closer to 4:30, maybe 5.
So right across the street is what they call the SAC. It stands for the Sports and Aquatic Center. It has the pool and the gym, and there's a walking track at the gym. And so after school I can go over there and I can walk laps, get my water in, and do my magical meditations. Sam got me some meditation cards to do. I might add another one in, and it would be just to read for 30 minutes, because I really got back into reading while we were on the ship. And so I may add that one as a 5th one, and read for 30 minutes a day, like when we get home. And so that's like the tracker over here. And then it gives like a layout of the month, and then a weekly breakdown. So I get to start using this tomorrow. I'm really excited. Sam got this for me a couple months or so ago. And he got me a whole bunch of pins and stuff to go with it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get anybody in. Most of my followers now are like shorts followers. They follow my shorts.
That's okay.
Because I've got almost 4,000, but they're all like.
Did you finally get monetized?
I'm not monetized yet. Your watch hours for shorts has to be much higher than your watch hours for regular. So no monetization just yet.
I will say it is currently 29 degrees here, and I'm freezing.
Cold. It's cold. Okay.
It is, well, coming back from the Caribbean where it was warm.
I did not bring my whatchamacallit.
You didn't bring your candy bar.
No, my whatchamacallit, my contour. So I'm going to use eyeshadow.
Okay. I will say that I will admit to it, and the only excuse I have is I was severely medicated. I was probably over medicated. I went through 2 bottles of cough syrup, and 2 bottles of Mucinex in 3 days.
I mean, if you're sick,
And here's the thing. The doctor didn't give me anything other than the Paxlovid for the coughing or the sinuses. I literally took a pharmacy onto the cruise ship. But I massively overpacked and I didn't wear 90% of what I took.
Oh, that's normal for me.
But here's the thing. If you like going to Disney or going to Universal or going to a ski lodge, you know, there's typically a Walmart or a Target or whatever nearby. When you're on a cruise ship, you're in the middle of the ocean. Or you're potentially at a Caribbean island, and there may not be things available. So, like, I had pants that I didn't wear, and I had leggings, and I'm glad I took plenty of clothes because I did have to throw leggings away the very last night.
Why? What happened to them?
Well, I had a seizure in the bathroom. The strobe lights, I think, got to me, and I got really dizzy and sick to my stomach, and so I went out. It felt like I was drunk, but I wasn't. And I got into the bathroom, and I remember standing up and throwing up, and then I was on the floor. And later I hurt, so I fell, but security had to help escort me to the room. And Sam sent one of our friend's daughter in to find me, and he couldn't go in. And the reason I know it wasn't due to drinking because I slept for 2 hours and I felt fine. But I couldn't feel my fingers. I couldn't feel my feet. And anytime I coughed, I had no bladder control, so I kept peeing my pants. So I had to ditch my leggings. But thankfully, they were just a pair of Walmart leggings. And we're real right here. I could, you know, we're real on Christy's channel. We talk about everything.
We talk about a lot of stuff.
So, it was scary for me. It was scary for our friend V's daughter, who was 11. She literally held my hand all the way to the room and didn't want to let go of me. Because her girls became like our daughters on the ship. And so she didn't want to let go of mom. So we've struck up a really good friendship with them. But I was glad I had other pants.
Yeah.
Because by that point, we had already sent our luggage to be collected and be taken off the ship. But I will say I forgot stuff that I wish I had taken. And I've already, as we were finding things that were like, oh, well, I wish we had this, or wow, we forgot that, or whatnot, I was messaging Sam on Facebook Messenger, and I've started compiling a list from that messenger, so that when we start packing next year, we have this packing list.
You don't forget?
Yeah. I forgot my jewelry for formal night.
Oh, that reminds me. I've got some earrings that I can wear with this. Be right back.
Well, I'm glad to help you. It's just you and me, y'all. I'm happy you're here, even if you're watching on the replay.
Well, I take that back. I can't wear these. They're broken.
Oh, no. Well, that stinks.
Broke. I will.
That looks really good, honey. Sam sent me a picture of what he's been drawing.
I was about to say thanks, dumpling.
You're welcome, Sugar Pea. But like here's the list of what I sent Sam for like on Messenger. A portable hamper. As we were unpacking, I'm like, we have nowhere to put our dirty clothes.
Oh, I always unpack my stuff and then use my suitcase as the dirty clothes.
Well, yes, in a regular hotel room that would be fine, but a cruise room is a lot smaller.
Fair point.
Glow stuff for 80s night. We happened to go to Key West the day that we were going to have 80s night, and they had some like tie-dye t-shirts for like $5 that said Key West. So I bought one of those. But when we were on deck, waiting for the party to start, this lady was just coming by and handing out handfuls of glow sticks. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. Carnival is really big and works with Operation Homefront with the military, and they do a really big military appreciation gathering. They honor all the different branches. They let people like talk and like give shout outs, and they do a big group photo. And like I didn't realize how big of a deal like this thing was. But like people wore like shirts representing the branches that they were in, or like what MOS they were, different stuff like that. Somebody had a really cool one that said DD214 alumni. If for those of you who don't know, DD214 is like your exit paperwork. It's your
release from prison paperwork.
Sam says it's your release from prison paperwork. Christy's got her DD214. Sam's got his. But it was, and they all had, like, it was a whole big family, and they all had different colored that said DD214 alumni. And then there was different vets were like handing out stuff. Like one Vietnam vet was handing out like challenge coins that he had specially made for cruises. One of the vets was handing out like little ducks that were in military uniform for the vets, and like the spouses got to pick a prize out of a bag. I had this like little beaded bracelet that's Christmas colors that I picked, and I will forever like cherish it. So we want to take some stuff for that. And Sam said he would wear a military shirt for the event. Portable phone charging packs. I forgot those. And you use your phone for everything on a cruise ship. I think more so even than when you're at Disney, because everything is on the app. Like all the activities, you're using the QR code scanner for menus and all that kind of thing. So like your battery dies a lot faster. And I forgot them. Makeup brushes, I used my finger. Christy would be very proud of me because I actually did makeup for each of the formal nights. When I was like, Christy would be so proud of me. I'm doing my highlight, and I had tinted moisturizer. I was like, Christy would be proud of me. And I wore bright red lipstick. But I forgot my makeup brushes. Also, Sam said to tell you, Christy, that Sam did not have his makeup brushes.
Uh-oh, Sam.
You
gotta go sit in the corner.
You have to go sit in the corner. A clutch for formal night, and on top of that, a dress that actually fit for formal night. The red formal that I took that I thought was going to work was too big, and there was no way to help it.
You didn't try it on before? Man.
I did, but I tried it on with a different bra, and it just wasn't working. So thankfully, I had another dress, the black one that I wore for Valentine's Day a couple years ago. It was actually last year. Earlier last year. I wore that and it looked really nice. But the clutch for 419 and hosiery, because I forgot my pantyhose.
You need pantyhose though? Do you need pantyhose?
On a cruise ship outside where it helps. It helps.
Does it get cold? I've never been on a cruise. Does it get cold on a cruise ship?
It does at night, and it's and sailing out of Texas, it's pretty choppy and windy, especially in December. Like our ship was doing this the whole time we left Galveston.
Oh yeah, I would not be able to do that.
Once you get used to it, it actually is. It's actually not that bad. And Sam says you just start drinking to make up for it. Once you start drinking, like you start swaying with the boat and then you're straight and you're fine.
I wouldn't get used to it. I get motion sickness just getting on the ferry at the TTC.
Ooh, then yeah, I don't think cruising is for you. I
can ride rides. Well, I will say there are some rides that make me very sick, but for whatever reason, I think it's the continuous.
Gotcha.
Like that would make me sick.
For me, after a while, like I didn't even notice it. But I mean, there was a lot of people that did, and the fun shops actually sold out of Dramamine that first night. And I'm sitting over here going, okay. It didn't really faze me. A black washcloth for makeup removal. And somebody
what do they charge you if you get makeup on their washcloths?
No, they do not. But the lady said that they went on a Disney cruise, and Disney has black washcloths in the staterooms that are solely for makeup removal to help keep the stained white towels to a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really brilliant. And she said that she just started bringing her own black or dark colored washcloths. And I'm like, that's actually really smart.
Yeah, it is.
So that went on my list. And because we're going on we go on a Christmas cruise, stocking stuffers and gift exchange stuff. This is stuff that I didn't forget. It's just stuff that didn't end up happening. People like on a Christmas cruise, people like use stockings for their door decor because the doors are magnetic and you can put heavy duty magnets. You can get them on Amazon. To use to hang up on your door, and people are coming around and putting fun stuff in your stockings.
Oh, nice.
Like we got tons of candy, and we got pencils and candy canes, and people were putting like the little rubber ducks, because hiding ducks on a cruise ship is a thing. And so people were hiding ducks in people's stockings. And so I was like, oh, well, I want to do that next year. So that's on my list. And then the cruise group was doing a gift exchange, and originally I was in it, and I just ended up deciding not to participate. But I will say that Ulta, that's where we ordered all that from, right? That we used for my teacher gifts.
Yeah.
Ulta had some really good Black Friday deals that were like 5 items for $5, and they were like little things of bubble bath and chapstick and hand lotion and loofahs and stuff like that. And so next year I'll definitely be ordering more of that and putting together little deals for my gift exchange using that. But we want to get we went to Joann's today on our way back because we needed to stretch our legs, and all of their Christmas stuff was 80% off. And I picked up all the craft kits that were originally $2.99 were 59 cents. And so I picked up all of the ones that I could find that were $2.99, and I'll set back like 15 of them for next year for the classroom that I'm in. And so, and then all the leftovers I will end up using as like stocking stuffers on the ship. How's it going?
I'm pink.
You're gonna have to really scrub.
I may not have to. I'm using not very pigmented eyeshadow. I kind of did that on purpose. But I need to look at my photo of Barbie's vest.
One of the things that came in handy that we took was our game box. We put a little box together that had Yahtzee sheets, and we took Uno and Skip Boo and Phase 10 and dice so that we could play Yahtzee or Zonk, which is kind of like Farkle. And I was really glad we did, because we had times when like we weren't off the ship, and like for Freeport is pretty much a refueling stop. There's not a lot to do. And so we literally were on and off the ship within an hour. And we spent the rest of the day playing games. So,
Like, just regular?
Yeah.
Video, or not like cards and stuff?
Yeah, we just played cards and dice, like, all day. Freeport, unless you sorry. The things you see out your front window. A car literally did just started doing circles in the middle of the road and then went back the other direction. The drinking has started.
The fireworks are going off here.
We've had some go off, but not a whole lot. But no, Freeport, unless you book an excursion, is not worth even it really wasn't worth getting off the ship. Now, I saying that, I bought a really cute big tote bag that says Bahamas on it that I will be using for school. It'll fit like my water and my lunch and all that kind of stuff in it, and it's more contained. And we bought and I paid $20 for that and 2 keychains for my parents. And then we bought the most beautiful wooden wind chime in Freeport at their little market, and it has hand painted sea turtles on it.
So when you buy stuff, you were in the Bahamas though, so it wasn't customs. Never mind. I was about to say, when you buy stuff,
the ship does go through customs, and all of our luggage did get X-rayed.
Okay.
But we didn't have anything questionable, so. But like, when you sail out of Texas, if you buy alcohol on the ship or in any of the ports, you have to pay a tax on it when you come back
Yeah, that's normal. Well, I mean, like even like with international flights too.
And in Florida, you don't have to do that.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. But in Texas, you have to declare it all. And there were these 2 older ladies. They were probably in their 60s to 70s, who, when we were in Nassau, had to have, they bought 4 boxes each of Mexican beer.
Bahamian beer.
Sorry, Bahamian beer.
Bahamas.
It's not that good.
Maybe they liked it.
I don't. But
Isn't there a limit on how much you can bring back through?
Nope.
I thought there was.
Nope. If you go into Nasu, and I don't know if this is in any of the other ports down there, because we've only experienced it in Nasu. The jewelry stores that they have, they want you to buy their stuff. And so they will offer you free drinks. They've got beer, they've got rum, they've got whatever you want. So like an 8-ounce punch cup. So they're like, would you guys like some Coca-Cola or something cold to drink? And we're like, oh yeah, we'd love a can of Coca-Cola. That'd be great. And the one guy goes, would you also like some rum with your Coca-Cola? And Sam goes, no, thank you. I don't care for rum. And I'm like, I like rum. I'll drink some rum. So imagine this is my cup that they brought out. Though this much of it was rum.
They want you toasted.
With very little ice. They exactly want you toasted. Because the more toasted you are, the more willing you are to open up your pocketbook.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like this, they did at least bring me the can of Coca-Cola to go with it. So as I was sipping this down, I'd add more Coca-Cola to it. And then in one of the stores, they were having a whiskey tasting. And I had happened to just finish my Coke and rum. And the lady's like, well, I can just dump the whiskey in your glass. Okay. So here's this much more whiskey on top of the rum I've just consumed. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Sam's still drinking on this first can of Pepsi. I'm like, hey, can I have some of that Pepsi to kind of cut? Oh. Sorry, Coke. Okay. I apologize. Carnival only has Pepsi products. And for Sam, it about killed him because he only drinks Coke. And so our first actual in-port stop was Key West, and we went to the Hard Rock. He consumed, 8 glasses? Oh, Coke. 8 glasses of Coca-Cola. They literally just brought him like 4 at one time.
Don't they charge you per cup of soda at on cruise ships?
Yes, everything. Depending on what cruise line you're on, we got the Cheers package, which included alcoholic drinks and all the non-alcoholic drinks. So other than day one, all of our drinks were covered. On Disney, soda is included, but Disney does not have a drink package. The other cruise lines are the only cruise lines that have. Sam says he didn't drink too much anyway. He literally, on Carnival, you can have 15 alcoholic drinks in a 24-hour time period, which is 6 a.m. to 5:59 a.m. the following day. And he drank 8, and because somebody else kept buying him drinks, 18 straight scotches. The last night we were on the ship.
Good grief.
He literally ran them out of scotch in 8 days. He also almost ran them out of olive juice because he was drinking dirty martinis.
I don't know if I can drink that much.
I liked it because I was able to test out drinks I'd never had before. I will say, because it was what I threw up, I will not be drinking chocolate martinis for a very long time again, if ever.
Chocolate martinis aren't that great anyway. The idea sounds good, but then you go to taste it, and it just doesn't taste right.
I drank a lot of what they call the Fun Ship, which is a Carnival specialty drink, and a rum runner. I drank a lot of those. But what I liked about it was it covered all of the non-alcoholic drinks as well. And so I had like my Celsiuses every day that were covered. The naked juice smoothies were covered every day. Coffee was included. Milkshakes are included, but I never figured out where to get the milkshake.
Now milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And then
How did I know you were going to say that?
It's better than yours. Damn right. It's better than yours.
So we won't sail without the Cheers package because it really did pay for itself. For Sam, it literally paid for it in scotch.
Nice, acting like I drank a lot or something.
He maxed it out at least 2, if not 3 times.
Total?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I stand corrected. He actually maxed it out 4 times. I'm sorry. I will get the facts straight here in a minute. But like on our day that we were supposed to go to Princess Key, which is a private island that's owned by the Carnival Corporation, which I will note that the Cheers package does not work on the island, which is different than Royal Caribbean. We had decided that we weren't going to get off the boat and go to the beach because it was supposed to be rainy that day, but we woke up and it was like the weather had changed. So we're like, well, okay. We kind of hum and hawed. We went ahead and wore I had on my swimsuit under a tank and shorts, and Sam had on his swim trunks and a t-shirt. We went to breakfast. Sam went and got boarding passes because it's a tender port where you have to load the little boat and go. And for some reason they didn't start loading until later, and because they're supposed to start tendering out at like 7, they didn't end up calling our zone until after 1 o'clock, and their last tender to come back was at 3:15. So we ended up not even getting off the ship. It was like a sea day for us. And so we sat and played trivia all day. And I drank like 6 naked juices that day. And they were like $5 a piece. But we won't sail without the Cheers package. Your gratuities included. But there were like one of the bartenders that also worked in the theater remembered Sam and I was waiting to put more cash on our account. You can do your charge account different ways on the ship. You can put a credit card on file, or you can do cash. And I would highly recommend doing a cash account and taking extra cash with you. Because here's the deal, and it's something that we ran into when we sailed with Royal. They will, like the night before you get off the ship, they will charge your card, whatever your balance is. Then when you get off the ship, they will charge it a second time because that's actually a pending charge. And that first one will fall off. And it messed us up on the way home the last time. And so we paid literally for everything in cash. We actually had a balance of like $77 at the end. And Carnival will mail us a check for that amount. If your balance is under $10, they will send you a tax deduction form in the mail, and they donate it to St. Jude. But anything over, they will send you a check for. If you don't withdraw by I think, what is it, midnight? I think. But we were still waiting. Sam bought some art, and we were still waiting for that to process. And I didn't want to pull it, like the cash, too soon and then have a charge. So I was like, it's $77. We'll get a check in, 3 to 6 weeks, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'd rather be waiting on a check coming back than having a double charge like we did last time.
Yeah.
And the way that worked is that we were in what we got in line and we showed them our boarding pass, our photo ID, and we sailed on our photo ID and our birth certificates. And so they looked at our birth certificate, looked at our photo ID, they looked at my birth certificate, ID, and marriage certificate to show the bridge between names. And then we got directed to another counter where they're like, okay, you've chosen a cash account. You need to put cash on your account. And so we did. We put $100 on the account because we really only needed it at that point for that first day. But we had extra cash on us, and we would just take extra cash and put it on the account at guest services. And it was super easy, super simple. And I would highly recommend. And I know some people are like, well, I don't want to have to worry about doing that. I'm just going to use my credit card. But for some people who don't want to sail with a credit card or don't have credit cards, they don't want to spend over like their limit. They don't want to spend more than they can really afford to spend. A cash account is the way to go. And a friend that we made on the ship, one of their kids, their travel agent did not tell them that you had to specify what type of charge account they wanted for their children. And they just told them, well, put $200, the maximum is $200. Well, they didn't tell them it was a maximum of $200 overall. So Carnival set it up as $200 per day. And their child rang up $1,700 in the arcade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That kid's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And like, you will be doing a lot of lawn mowing and extra dishes. And you're just going to be over here like bathing your mom's feet, you know. Hey, Mom, do you want a back massage? I'll massage your back the whole rest of the night, you know. Oh, the trash smells really bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you know, the bathroom needs clean. I'm like, whatever they find, you're going to be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm like, you booked with the travel agent. Didn't they tell you? And they're like, no, our travel agent didn't tell us much. And it just reminded me as a travel agent to make sure that there's information that doing the different trainings, we know as travel agents that we're supposed to be passing on to other people, to our clients. I'm excited because I'm going to get to do a craft out of stuff that I brought home from the cruise and using my plastic ornaments. During the different shows, during different songs, there was like confetti that was blown out at the audience. So I collected it from 3 of the different shows. There's purple and gold. And Sam laughed and goes, all you need is green for Mardi Gras. Mm-hmm. And there was heart confetti during the last show. And so I'm going to use my Cricut and do Carnival Dream 2023 on one side and put Christmas Cruise on the other, and then put the confetti in here for our Christmas tree.
Oh, cute.
So I was like, and so I'm excited about that. And then Sam found some recipes for some of the different drinks that I liked online. And so I might make some of those for for a video too. But like I said, having that seizure and literally throwing up some chocolate martinis, I don't want to have anything to drink for a little bit.
No.
Like, food still doesn't taste good. And that's just how my body reacts. It'll take a few days. I'm really glad that it wasn't towards more of the beginning of the trip. It was the last night, so I really didn't miss anything. And I'm glad that I don't like have to go to work tomorrow. I don't go back to work until Thursday.
I go back Tuesday.
The teachers go back Wednesday, Sam goes back Wednesday, and I go back Thursday.
And he's in a different school, right?
Yeah, but his school is right next door to the elementary where I work. So literally he'll park the car and he'll go to work and I'll go to work.
My vest is coming along.
It is. It looks good.
You got the human side and then the non-human side.
I like it. But we did have a blast. And I told my mom, I'm like, I'm just going to hide in the closet. That way I don't have to come home. And then we got to be really good friends with a couple of the cast members from the show. And one of the girls, Kelsey, her mom she's from Australia. And her mom actually was able to come over and she did the Christmas cruise and she's on the New Year's Eve cruise with her. And so because we were entertainment VIPs, we sat next to her for all the shows and we got to know her really well. And she became like another, like we're her kids now. She's another mom. And at the 80s party, we went with her, like she came with us upstairs. We were waiting on Kelsey. And one of the fun squad came to get Kelsey. And we're like, okay, well, we'll see you guys later. Have fun. Because they were going more up towards the front. And we were kind of in the back. And she looks at me. Kelsey goes, you're coming with us. So literally here I am in the front with everyone like dancing like a crazy person. But it was fun. And our room was like one floor down, right from the buffet deck.
Is it long hallways to get to
Yes.
the elevators?
Yes, but there's multiple elevators. But yeah, they're long hallways. Some of them are broken up by stuff, and you have to really be careful because sometimes you'll get trapped and there's no way to go through. And so you have to really look at the map by each of the elevators and go, okay, well, I need to go up to this floor, go over to here, and then go back down to get to where I want to be.
That's weird.
Well, like, one of it's like the kitchen. You can't go through their kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Like, for us, part of it was navigating around the casino because there's a smoking and a non-smoking casino. And we were trying to limit my exposure to the cigarette smoke because it affects my asthma. And I was already having problems breathing.
I was going to scratch my nose.
So Sam figured out, well, if we go to this elevator, we get to where we want to go, and we actually bypass the casino. So that was helpful to have knowledge of. And what's nice, because we have the same ship booked next year, like we already know where everything is.
You didn't want to do a different ship?
We wanted to go on a particular cruise over Christmas out of Galveston, and it was either the Dream or the Jubilee, and the Jubilee is still really expensive because it's brand new. It like had its maiden voyage like last Saturday. Yesterday, it left on its second voyage. And price comparison, we're paying, what is it, $600 total, something like that, less for the same amount of days, on a much more easily navigatable ship. But we really, really like the Carnival Dream.
Do, 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 do. You. Let me use you. I don't know why I didn't do my face first.
I don't know.
It's fine. You said that Disney already announced like stuff for Flower and Garden and Festival of the Arts.
It doesn't shock me. It was about this time last year that they announced Flower and Garden for 2023. They typically announce it around Christmas. It gets people to book bounce back offers.
Yeah. Oh, I missed a spot.
So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to say, hey, we're going to have a Dirty Santa ornament exchange, what do you think of?
I think of what my work does when they do Dirty Santa.
Which is?
Like some gifts are like joking gifts, some gifts are like legit, but what you do is you have a bunch of presents. Everyone brings a present and they draw numbers and you can steal presents from each other.
Okay. That's pretty like widely known of how you play Dirty Santa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we were going to participate in the ornament exchange in our cruise group. And I was scrolling through the cruise group and we're all chatting and someone goes, so I told my friend that I was in a Dirty Santa Christmas ornament exchange, and I showed her the ornament that I picked up at Spencer's. And she's like, you realize Dirty Santa is like, you get to steal, like, one person opens a gift, you steal, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, no, I'm pretty sure it's, like, supposed to be dirty, like, adult themed. Everyone had bought adult themed ornaments.
Mm.
And I'm like, what? Like, how did we get here? And so we ended up not participating, and people were like, well, it's adults. You should have known it was going to be dirty. And I'm like,
No.
have you never played this game before?
I think that's why they changed it at my work. They changed it from Dirty Santa to White Elephant.
Yeah.
I'm at least gonna lay down and probably watch something.
Because that one of the years that we played it,
Did you see it?
I ended up with a 50 Shades of Chicken cookbook.
Oh, that's good.
And it's exactly what you think it is when I say 50 Shades of Chicken.
It's 50 different kinds of chicken?
50 different recipes of chicken in promiscuous type positions.
Okay, then. Sam said that's funny.
I've never used it. It's still in my drawer. I'm thinking about regifting it. I've had it for several years, but I think it would be a funny joke gift, gag gift.
See, that's funny, but like this other, like somebody literally bought a male genitalia shaped Christmas ornament.
Yeah, nobody's gonna put that on their tree.
No. So,
maybe put a skirt on it and call it a dancing pig or something.
Right. But so we ended up not participating, which was kind of a bummer because we had been looking forward to it. But there was several events that we ended up not participating in because they're like, oh, well, this is now going to be an 18 and older because of blah, blah, blah.
Do they have strictly adult cruises out there?
They do. Virgin Voyages is no kids allowed.
Too bad I don't have a pink cowboy hat.
You need one.
For this look, I totally do. That tickles.
Oh, yeah. Tournament of Roses Parade is tomorrow.
Huh?
Tournament of Roses Parade is tomorrow.
Tournament of Roses?
Mm-hmm. In California. It's the New Year's Day parade.
Oh. I bet there are a million people live streaming at Disney right now.
Oh, there has to be.
We never stay up till midnight.
We typically, like, we did on the cruise because there was so much to do. Like we were watching like the shows run twice, once at 7 and once at 9. One at 7:30 and 9:30. And by the time the show got done, it was time for like the deck party. And by the time the deck party was over, it was like a little after midnight. So we would get pizza at the pizza place that's like was right, like I said, right outside of our room and one floor up. And then we would go to bed.
Were you guys close to an elevator?
We did. We were right by an elevator and right by a staircase.
Is it noisy being by an elevator and staircase?
It wasn't. It actually was a lot quieter than I thought it would be. And especially because like we were right underneath the buffet. But you couldn't hear anything.
Oh, that's good.
Now, granted, we were in our room in the middle of the day. And potentially, like, during more active meal times, it may have been louder. But we never heard anything. We were in room 9445 and would highly recommend it. We loved that room. We were actually hoping to get it for our next cruise, but it's already booked up. So we decided to splurge a little bit, and we're going to stay on the spa level. Because on the Carnival ships, if you stay in a spa categoried room, you get spa amenities, and like you can go to use like the whirlpools and the thermal suites and that kind of stuff included instead of having to pay for a pass. My suggestion for you is if it's something that you want to try, is to go on a small 3-night cruise or 4-night cruise and test it out and go from there.
Oh, I will not be doing that. I have no interest in going on a cruise. I know I would be miserable.
If you already know that you're going to be miserable, yeah, there's no point in going. Like, our itinerary was, we left Galveston. We were supposed to leave Galveston at 3:30, but we ended up not leaving until 4:30. And then we had a day at sea. Then we were in Key West. Then we were in Freeport. Then Princess Key, which, like I said, we didn't even get off. And then Nassau. And then we had 2 days of sea, and then we were back in Galveston yesterday morning. And we were off the ship and in our car by 10:15. We left somebody in Nassau.
What, you left them?
Yep. If you are not on the ship when it's time to be back on the ship, you will be left. The only exemption to that is if you are on a cruise line excursion. You bought an excursion through the cruise line. Here's why. If you are on a Carnival or Disney, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, MSC, insert cruise line here, excursion, they know where you are. They can account for you. They can be in communication with the company or the guide or whatever. Oh, yeah, we blew a tire. We're going to be 30 minutes late. Well, while we get it fixed, whatever. The cruise ship will wait on you. If it's going to take too long, they will leave port. But they will only leave so far. And they will use boat tenders to tender you back from the port to the ship. But if you book through a third party, you book on your own, it may be a little cheaper, yes. But if you are not back at that ship when it is time to board, you will be left. They have no idea where you are. They do not know that you're on an excursion. They don't know, and there's another place that the cruise ship has to be. It has to stay on its schedule. And and it's not going to wait on you. And some people go, well, oh, I've been on 50 cruises and I always book a cruise on my own. It's fine. Well, it's that 51st cruise where it all turns upside down. And somebody might say, well, I can book the Stingray package through Carnival for $100, but third party or booking it myself, I pay $75. Okay, well, think of that additional $25 as travel insurance, that you're insured that you're going to get back on the ship one way or the other. Is that $25 savings really worth you then turning around having to somehow pay to get back into the country? Because it's then on you to get back to the U.S. Like we had an excursion that was late in Nassau. They were supposed to be back at 3, and they didn't get back onto the ship until 4:30. And so the cruise ship waited. Yeah, they had to pay some extra fees because they were in port longer than they anticipated, but they didn't get left. There was somebody on an excursion that got left. So it's kind of like you pay for trip insurance, you know, for like any other vacation if you pay for it. And you're like, well, if I don't use it, I'm out that money. Well, yes, you're out that money, but then you also know that you were protected the whole time.
Yeah.
So that, because I had a cruise client that didn't, they went on a group cruise this last July. No, they went over spring break. They went in March. And they booked their own excursions. And I actually had a form that each one of them had to sign stating that they had been told the risks of booking through third party and that I was not liable if they were not back on time, and I could not be held responsible. You never know what's going to happen.
I think that might be another reason why I have no desire to go on a cruise.
But see, there's a lot of, like, really, unless there's something specific that you're wanting to do, then, like, we just wander around. Like, we wander around Key West, and we stopped at CVS because I was out of cough drops, and we needed water. But we had lunch at Hard Rock, and we just wandered around the downtown shops, and was back on the ship. And we actually had, what, an hour and a half to spare? Yeah. So we spent a lot of time in Key West. But like in Nassau, we were only off the ship for like 3 hours. We were back in plenty of time. Like on this next cruise, it's going down to Mexico. It's Costa Maya, Belize, and Cozumel. And one of the excursions in Cozumel is a traditional Mexican Christmas, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff you get to do with that, and it sounds like a lot of fun, and it's through the cruise ship, so even if something happens and we're running late, they will wait on us. But typically they try to get the excursions done with plenty of time because they want you to still go shopping. They don't want you to spend the whole time just on your excursion because then you're not buying anything.
Mm-hmm. making brains right now.
Oh, nice. So, how's your look going?
I feel like this area looks pretty good.
Okay.
I haven't gotten really to the face yet, other than a couple of pink spots. I will say, I feel like I got something in my eye. My eye's watering.
I had to turn my heater back on my feet because my legs are cold. But I have more of these. They're just like a little bit smaller, I think, in my craft room. And I'm going to make them and put like that crunchy paper in them, and take them with us on the cruise and hang them on people's doors. Of course,
ornaments?
Yeah, they're little ornaments. And I'll put Carnival Dream 2024, and on the back put Christmas Cruise. Or I might put Kosamaya, Belize, Cozumel on it. Well, obviously, and Galveston, because we sail out of Galveston. So it's considered a port. But I think people would like that, don't you?
Probably.
And just gift them randomly.
Stop. Stupid makeup thing. Oh, it's 10 o'clock.
It is. We've been live for an hour. Hour and 14 minutes, according to StreamYard.
That's not unusual when we do these.
No, it's not. So do you have any New Year's resolutions or goals?
Nah, not really. What about you?
I want to get back onto getting my blue dot on my Weight Watchers. At least 5 out of 7 days a week. And you know, my water intake, reading, walking, kind of just those monthly habits. And see, I saw something and I shared it on Facebook. Let's see if I can go find it. Oh, it says, just a reminder that you don't have to make resolutions or huge decisions or big proclamations. You can just set some sweet intentions and take each day as it comes. And I liked that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't usually make resolutions. Do I hear a dryer going?
That's probably my heater.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Kind of late to the bandwagon on this Barbie look. I've seen a couple of people do a couple of different Barbie looks.
Well, you haven't done a makeup look in a while, so I mean.
Yeah. Very true. I'm excited about tomorrow's look because I've not seen anyone do that theme before.
Okay. Do you have your contacts ready to go for it?
My what?
Any of your contacts?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been talking pretty consistently and my voice is trying to go.
This is why I don't stream alone, because when I do, I'm completely silent because I'm focused and it's hard to like talk the entire stream for me when I'm doing makeup. I need a buddy.
Your buddy's voice is giving out.
Getting closer to being done. I know it doesn't look like it because I don't have the teeth done yet, but
I believe you. But I guarantee we're not going to be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow either, so.
I'll probably be up at 7, but I'm not going to stream at 7.
What time are you thinking?
Like you said, closer to 9 is probably a good time.
Yeah.
It tickles. I'm gonna have some crazy tinted boogers because earlier it was entirely purple right here. Now it's pink and black.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure your burgers are always real interesting.
A little bit.
Yeah, babe. So, do you guys have any special traditions or anything that you do for New Year's?
Nope. We don't really do anything for New Year's. You guys?
Not particularly. Sam says sleep.
Yeah, yeah, that's what my husband does too. My mom will stay up and then text me at midnight. I'm asleep.
We didn't even stay up last year when we were at Cabana Bay. We went to bed early because their party is inside and it got really loud really fast.
I can imagine.
Looks good.
I'm getting close.
Have you missed it?
Yeah. I have. I like doing it. It calms me.
I understand that.
People tell me, you should do it. You should do makeup for other people and charge. It's like, then I won't like it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
like my calming escape. I'd probably say it's like when you do arts and crafts.
I get that. It's soothing.
Mm-hmm. See, arts and crafts isn't soothing for me. It's stressful. But this is soothing to me.
I can tell that it's soothing for you because you seem to relax.
So last year, I booked me a Harry Potter themed massage.
I saw that. How was it?
It was fantastic. It was all day almost. And I had like a full body massage, and then I had a facial, and then I had I don't know what she called it, but because it was a Harry Potter themed place, they used crystals and meditation and stuff in the last one. I think I fell asleep.
Nice.
But now I decided, I looked into crystals and what kind of, like Geeking Out with Melly Mel had told me before, she's really into crystals, and she had told me before that I should check into one, never did. But I ordered some crystals to kind of help with my anxiety.
That's what Sam uses, is crystals and meditation. He says it's helped his PTSD more than the meds, and he doesn't feel as weird.
Yeah. I will say, like, I'm not an holistic type person. I mean, I work for a pharmaceutical company. I believe in drugs, the proper drugs, the proper use of them. But I do also believe that natural things can help in conjunction with whatever you're, you know.
Yeah.
This part's hard because I can't see it.
Looking good.
I can barely see it.
It's not giving me Barbie vibes. It's giving me Daphne from
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, it could be either, really, right?
but it needs to be more purple. Purple and green. For Daphne.
Well, I have a blonde wig. Well, it's my Game of Thrones.
Daphne's not blonde. She's a redhead.
I don't have a red wig.
Yeah, she's a redhead.
I don't have a red wig, though.
She's got the green scarf and the purple top or purple dress.
That tickles. Yeah. Oh my gosh, why is my chest so ticklish right now?
I don't know.
Did he finish school?
Sam's got 2 more classes, but he's on Christmas break right now.
Ah.
Sorry.
Hey, I get it. I was yawning at 8 o'clock.
Same here.
I was waiting for him to go to bed. Not that he would have cared, but I was like, well, I'm gonna hang out with him.
I get that. But at least we can sleep in.
Yeah. And I got a new desk, so I have a big towel over here over the desk.
Don't blame you. Don't want to get anything on it.
I don't know why I wouldn't just move the mirror earlier. Not like it was stationary.
Because we're tired, we're old.
Like, I can't see. that makeup on my phone.
Of course you did.
Is that your heater or are you printing something?
That's our floor furnace.
Oh.
It just kicked on because it says it's cold.
Are those dangerous?
They can be if you don't take care of it. Like we make sure that our my parents cover their, because I grew up with one. So like you don't stand on it. It's hot. I mean, it's metal covering heat. When we first brought Peaches home, we had to train her hot. Like she'll lay by it. Like if she's cold. But she wasn't walk on it or anything. And like you just have to make sure and take care of it.
Yeah.
I will be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And I know I come back just in time for you to be done.
I still have to put eyeliner on my lashes and my eye, my contact in this eye. But almost done.
What I like, so we all remember 2020. A lot of the like cruise lines and Disney and Universal and stuff all posted recipes for people to be able to make stuff at home. So leading up to, and it's still crazy I get to say it, next year's vacation, because typically we have still been on vacation at this point, and we leave like in 2022 and come back home in 2023. This time we left and came back home in the same year. But Sam found some recipes for drinks and sent them to me. So I'm excited to be able to try those here after, in a little while, and try those and share them on the channel. It's just like some of them I might not make because obviously it's to make one drink that I may not like, you may have to buy a really big bottle of something.
Oh yeah. No point in that if you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go wash my hands so I can do this contact. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
I could have swore I brought some pink lipstick in here.
I wasn't there when you brought stuff in, so I can't help you.
I'm almost positive I did. Ah, there it is.
Did you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Fireworks.
All right, let's get this contact in and then lashes. Oh no, it's running. Earlier, I tried to put a contact in before or after I did my lashes. It did not work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see where that would not be helpful.
Lashes came off. I had to put them back on. There it goes. Tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to see because I'm going to be using both the whiteouts and you can't see through them at all. This is running now.
Looking good.
Nose is running though.
I'm sure it is.
Trying to close the mascara with one eye.
You're funny.
Depth perception all messed up with only one eye.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Okay, come on.
You got this, Christy. You got this. You're a pro by now.
It is really hard not being able to see out of an eye, though.
You should have done the other eye and then put in your contact.
Probably. I may use, the ones that are like white out, but they have like the little opening in the center. I may use those tomorrow since I'm doing both eyes. Because I will not be able to see at all if I do that. If I use these.
I think that's a good idea. Like you say, otherwise you're not going to be able to see to complete the look.
I think I'm done.
Are you?
Yeah, I just got a wig to put on. That's it.
Look, and take your pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And take a little bit of your video.
Yep.
Well, thank you. It's been about 2 hours, which I think is a record sometimes for us.
Yeah, I mean, 2 hours. I think like probably about average. Maybe when I do like chest stuff, it takes a little bit longer than that, but
It's not too bad though. But thank you to everyone who is not hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah,
you lost out because we're fun people.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow around 9 a.m. ish Central Time. Ish. Be watching for the live stream pop up on Christy's channel to come up, and I'll try to post something on Instagram.
I'll probably go ahead and schedule it out there since I'm on StreamYards right now anyway.
Yeah, might as well. So we will see you all back here tomorrow for another Magical Make with Christy for a Medusa look.
Yep.
So we will see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.